Jasmine, and I'm the Cyber Navigator here at Artlab, located at the Hirshhorn Museum and Sculpture Garden. My job is to get teens registered when they come into the space. I get their ID, give them a registration form so we can find out some basic information about them, emergency contact. At that point, I would connect them with a mentor, and they would give them a tour of the space just so they can see the types of things they can do. Once they're registered, they can check out cameras like DSLRs, laptops, iPads. One of the great things about getting a teen registered is they have a profile page. We go ahead and load it into Bento here. So Bento allows me to start attendance for teens, give them their very own profile page. I can also sign them up for workshops, do independent study logs if they're working on their personal portfolio, and allow them to check out the different types of equipment we have here. And that's my job.
Amy, and I'm going to show you some of our gear and technology in the Artlab. So in this cabinet over here, we have maker supplies, a lot of analog tools that allow teens to create sculptures or installations, rulers, tape, scissors, metal working tools, stuff like that. This is our one of our high-definition, large-screen televisions, and we use this TV to set up video games for the teens to play, but we also use it as a teaching tool, so the mentors will use it to help them teach. So they'll set up a laptop to the TV, and instead of having all the teens gather around the laptop to show them GarageBand will pop up on our big TV. Here's our green screen. This is really lightweight, so it allows us to move it around the Artlab as much or as little as we need. It folds down. Right now it's folded up, but it folds down and we can raise it up high so we can get a pretty large backdrop. This is our sound studio, our booth as we like to call it. We have two iMacs hooked up in here. This one's used mostly for audio engineering, recording, mixing, and editing. And this one is the teens can reserve time in here to work on video editing or graphic design. So it's not just used for music. We allow teens to book the booth anytime they need to. Here we've got our gong, all of our boards. These are our iMac computers, and we have teens start off on the laptops, which have basic software like iMovie or GarageBand, and then these level them up to more advanced types of software like After Effects and stuff like that. Here is our music cabinet. We have an AV stack. We have snowball mics. We have the mic that they would check out to use in the studio to record music. Headphones, machine, MIDI keyboards, and DJ equipment with a tractor down there. In this cabinet, we have more advanced photography and AV equipment. We have mics and lav mics and DSLR cameras and tripods and sound stuff. Here is our charging station for laptops and iPads. We have 10 iPads, 17 laptops, including one MacBook Pro, dongle so we can hook it up to big screen TVs, and cords so we can plug them into the tables. This charges them as well, which is really convenient, and it locks all of our cabinets. Here is our Cyber Navigator desk. This is where our Cyber Navigator sits and gets kids started, registered, checks in and checks out equipment. Here is this is kind of like our design and photography cabinet. We have basic point and shoot cameras in here that we use as introductory pieces of technology to photography. We have Wacom tablets with pens and mice, and some other tripods and lighting equipment. And then our last cabinet has kind of like a lot of miscellaneous stuff. We have two video game consoles. We have an Xbox 360 and a PS3. Our Xbox 360 has a Kinect. So we play a lot of dance and motion games when the teens are interested. These are all of our keyboards that accompany our iMacs, and we have a mixer down there and lots of headphones. So that's about it. That's all of our gear in the Artlab. Thanks for tuning in.
Yo, hey, I'm Gabriel. I'm a mentor here in the Artlab in DC. I teach photography, graphic design, and Mondays are Making Mondays, where we make things physically rather than just digitally. For the last 5 weeks, we've been using some simple drawing techniques to teach 3D sketching, using Google SketchUp to take it into the computer, and then building prototypes out of foam. And then I've been teaching people how to use pop rivets, snips, and other tools to join metal to make 3D Tetris blocks. It's really all about teaching them some basic skills that are like essential for living and making things, fixing things, and getting dirty.
Hey, I'm Dawn. I'm a mentor at Artlab, and one of the workshops that I help teach is photo and design. And so we work on different techniques with the teens that they can learn during the workshops. We do everything from point and shoot to DSLR and to editing. So when the teens are working in point and shoot, they are working on composing different shots using different composition techniques like high angle, low angle, backlit, horizontal, vertical. With DSLR, we really go into a lot of the anatomy of a camera and how to compose some really technical shots using our green screen as well. And then in editing, we introduce them to Photoshop, how to sort of rotate images, how to incorporate text, how to morph images using the clone tool. And that's really all of the stuff that we focus in on with our photo and design workshops.
Hey, I'm Drew. I am the lead mentor here at Artlab. I focus primarily on audio and video. So one of my workshops is the audio hour, which is what we're in the process of doing during this semester. And we work with GarageBand. Eventually we'll end up expanding into Pro Tools. And this is a workshop where teens get hands-on with MIDI keyboards, microphones. They learn how to plug things in, manipulate the sounds, edit the sounds, mix songs, create their own beats. And the next semester, what we'll be focusing on is video, where we'll be using iMovie and Final Cut, and we'll probably be doing some shooting with DSLRs. So that's pretty much how my workshops are set up.
Oh, hey, I'm Cody. I'm in charge of the 3D and character design workshops. So in the 3D workshop, 3D Elite, they learn how to basically work in 3D. We're starting with Google SketchUp, working with models in Google Earth, and eventually we'll move on to Maya and ZBrush and make their own animations and models and animate them. I also do character design workshops, and in those workshops they use Photoshop with the Wacom tablet to make their own video game characters or comic book characters or fashion design, anything really digital illustration. So right now we're starting with the basics, and eventually they'll learn more and more complex Photoshop design things.
Thanks for learning more about Artlab Plus programs. If you're interested in other things we do, we also do certification of equipment, we do production teams, and we do pan-institutional initiatives with other Smithsonian museums. Thanks again.